2011 Mercedes C300. Okay, what I got information, what the customer said, one day it worked, next day it didn't work. So visuals, you don't find anything. Look at pressure. I'm just hooked up on the high side, as you can see. My refrigerant identifier is on the low side. I see nothing. I was looking to see if somebody may have recharged this before, and I used my UV leak detectors to look inside, which I kind of messed it up for this scenario because there was nothing in here. But now that I stuck my my fitting on here, my fitting has UV dye on inside of it a little bit because there's contamination from. So now I just put some on there, which you can see a little bit there, and that wasn't there before. Basically, it just looked like metal. So if somebody did charge this before, which I believe they did, they're not a mechanical shop or AC shop. They're a wannabe pretend place, because in old cars you always put UV dye in, because it's always going to leak. There's one thing I can guarantee you about any AC system. I guarantee you after I work on it, it will leak. This is a guarantee. Now everyone said, how can you say that? That's horrible. Because it's the truth, dude. They all leak eventually. So I don't know if you could kind of see the green there, and that came from me hooking up my refrigerant identifier. And looking at my refrigerant identifier, 7.7% air. So there was a hack shop working on this before, probably with one of those big large machines. And I wonder if this brightens it up a little bit. You can't see a glow, but this is actually the strongest ass UV light, because it's a UV laser, and it will burn shit. So now the next thing, I'm gonna go check the evaporator inside, but I don't think that's it. It could be, but I don't think so. And we'll get to the next video and we'll see what I find before I start it up, because I don't want to disturb the air movement inside the dash by turning it on and getting the fan flow, putting in a fresh flow of clean air, and wiping out any refrigerant that has built up over the last few hours. I want to be able to detect it, and that's why it's the first thing you check for a leak is in the evaporator case. Car's been sitting for a few hours, so hopefully under that scenario, if there was a little tiny micro leak that you normally couldn't pick up, it's had enough time to build up gas inside the HVAC case under the dash, and now it's a concentrated gas flow. You could stick your leak detector up there and detect it, but as soon as you start the car, and if you have the fan on medium or high or something like that, you're just going to blow that all out of there, and you're going to dilute the gas, and if it's a small leak, you won't be able to pick it up. All right, let's see what I find. And it's a hot day, or well, it's a humid day. We got the rain, the drizzle coming out of here. It's a t-shirt day. It's actually too warm for me. It's 63 degrees, but the problem is it is also 84% humidity, what makes you work a little bit and you sweat because it's so hot with the high humidity. All right, see you guys.